So sourdough bread, I think of it too as the most interesting and convincing. So sourdough bread is leavened not with just yeast, but lactobacillus. And in the process, most of the glutens are neutralized. And we don't exactly know why, but we do know when you eat a plant-based meal with sourdough bread that the glycemic load, or the glycemic index of that meal goes down. So the sugars in that meal are absorbed more slowly, making it more likely you'll be using those sugars for energy than for larding up pounds in your midsection. So in Sardinia, they are eating sourdough bread with just about every meal for their entire life. And I think it's a true longevity food.
And what about milk thistle?
Well, it's a tea. It's an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. It's just something that showed up a lot in the dietary surveys. I cannot tell you for sure why. I just can tell you that it's highly associated with making it to 100.
Coffee.
Yes. So the number one source of antioxidant in the American diet, which is more a commentary on the American diet than it is on coffee, but coffee is associated with lower rates of Parkinson's disease and lower rates of diabetes. In Ikaria, they make the Turkish type of coffee where it's ground very finely and then boiled. And that process seems to bring out these oils, these polyphenols that are good for your heart. It's just one extra element. Again, they drink coffee and they live a long time. Coffee is also common in Sardinia. It's common among the Nicoyans. Very good coffee, by the way. And actually, there's Blue Zones coffee in Nicoya. So we just think it's one of those beverages that you can enjoy with impunity, and it's probably good for you as well.
And in Loma Linda, we've got avocados. Who doesn't love avocados?
Yeah, so the secret to making plant-based food taste good is herbs and fat. Eating lettuce by itself or broccoli by itself, very hard to convince an American that's been eating Doritos and burgers to, but avocado is one of these magical, it's technically a fruit that full of good fat, and it can be added. Every morning I start my day with a minestrone. I make a Sardinian minestrone with 3 beans, very rich in fiber, very savory and delicious, but I'll slice an avocado on top for the fat. It makes it taste more delicious. They can be blended into smoothies. There's several desserts. I have a book called The Blue Zone Kitchen, where there's a dessert, a chocolate mousse dessert with avocado blended in for the fat. And a lot better doing that than lard or butter or the other fats we turn to for flavor.
And the last one in Nicoya, we've got black beans, which we've talked about, but bananas.
Great source of soluble fiber. Again, with bananas, the healthiest food, the best longevity food is the food you're going to eat. So what does that mean? A, you have to be able to afford it. B, you have to like it. A lot of people like bananas. And 3, it has to be convenient. And by the way, funny you should say that. I have an app. Let me tell you something about the bananas. They come in their own packaging. So yeah, it's just I wouldn't say that should be the only fruit you should eat, but I would say that having a bowl full of fruits sitting on your table is a much better prompt than having a toaster on your counter or a bag of chips in a clip. And convenience is one of the most important elements, I think, of eating healthy.